Hello, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed using Google Earth to explore the River Valley civilizations. This week, we took a look at a Google Earth project that I created to help you to better understand the geography and the achievements of these civilizations. And now it's your turn. You and your collaborative team are going to create a Google Earth project to demonstrate your understanding of the religions of the River Valley civilizations. This tutorial is going to teach you all that you need to know to create that project. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is learn how to create a new project in Google Earth. And then we are going to learn how to add features to that project. And finally, how to share the project with our classmates and your instructors. So let's go. Okay, so how do we launch Google Earth? It's very easy. Just come up to the waffle and click on it and scroll down just a bit, and you will see Earth right here. And if you click on that, Earth is going to launch, and it already looks fascinating. And once it has launched, we need to create a new project. So we're going to go over to our toolbar here and go down to the icon for projects. If we click on that, you can see that we are now in a place where we can go ahead and create a new project. Now, we're going to create our project in Google Drive so that, of course, we can share or collaborate. So let's click on that. Okay, so our new project is untitled. We need to give it some sort of title. So we're going to click on the Edit button, and let's call this Religions of the River Valley Civilizations. Okay, so you could call this project whatever you would like. Now here underneath you can add a description. So we might want to say that this project will highlight the important, or the places, I guess, of importance to the religions of the River Valley civilizations. Again, whatever description you would like to put in there. So now we are ready to go ahead and create some features, add some features. So we're going to click on New Feature, and of course we want to add some places to our project. First thing we will do is click on Search to add a place. And one of the things I'm going to search for, because we talked about ziggurats, right? And how important they were. Of course, you remember that they are temples to various gods. So I'm going to type that in my search box and click on it, and Google Earth is going to zoom me into the Great Ziggurat of Ur. And we talked about this. This is the best preserved ziggurat in the world today. So I definitely want to add it to my project. It was very significant during ancient times. So what we're going to do is just click on Add to Project. Okay, so the title looks good to me. I'm going to add it to the project I just created. Save. And you can see now that the Great Ziggurat of Ur is a place that has been added to our project. Now, Google Earth does something nice. What it does in the corner here is it gives you information about places. It'll give you a place where you can see a picture or maybe a video, and then, of course, underneath some text, which is going to describe the place. Now, Google Earth will automatically pop these in at times, or you can go ahead and choose to insert your own. So I'm going to do that. I'd like to replace what's there. So I'm going to go over to this place, click on Edit. And now I am allowed to go ahead and replace all of that information that was there. So I'm going to click on Replace. I'd like to change the picture, so I'm going to click on that, and let's just do a Google image search. The Great Ziggurat of Ur. Oops. Oh, came up anyway. Okay, so here's a bunch of those. I'm going to just select one of them. Now, of course, we have talked about making sure that you are using images that are licensed for you to use. So you need to keep that in mind when you choose an image. But for now, I don't have time to go through that. I'm just going to, for demonstration, select this image, and Google Earth is going to pop it into my project for me, and there it is. Now I can take a look at what my place looks like after I've done that. So there it is. Now I have my new picture. okay? Instead of that picture, I'll go back. I could have chosen to put a video. So maybe I'll do that. I'm going to delete this picture here for now. And instead of a picture, I'm going to try to find a video that maybe people, my viewers of my project would like to see. So I am going to type in the Great Ziggurat of Ur into YouTube. And here's a bunch that have come up. I don't have the time again to look at them, but I'm just going to say maybe this one was good, and I will select it to include it in my project, and there it is. So let's take a look at what it looks like now in a preview, and there you can see my video is ready to go for whoever would like to click and watch it. Now, underneath the video, there is a place here where you can add text to give information about the place, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to back button again. And underneath here is a place where I can put some text to describe my place. And I have already cut and pasted, or I'm going to paste some text from the Research and Context database. Okay, so there it is. Now, remember that you always need to have your citation, and that is included there. So I have pasted that into this text box. Now, I can have this text box appear small or large. I'm going to go with large because it is a lot of information I just pasted in. All right. So let's take a look at what we have now. Okay, so we have my video here and some great description about the Great Ziggurat from the In Context database. Again, my citation is here as well. So for each of the places that you add to your project, you will be expected to include a picture or video as well as text providing information about the place. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to go back button into my project again. Now, of course, I could go ahead and add some new places if I wanted to. So let's just do one more. I know that we talked about Eridu, which is also a very important place, religious place in Mesopotamia. So I have typed that in and Google Earth is going to take me there. I would like to add it to my project. I will click on that. And I will click on save, and you'll see that that has been added right underneath the Ziggurat of Ur. Again, I can go in and edit as I did before to change my image or to change my text, okay? Now, your project should have, it would be very nice to have an introductory slide. All right. So in addition to adding places to your project, you can add just a full screen slide to do whatever you want to do. Maybe it's almost just like a Google slide. You can add information. I would, again, like to add a sort of an introductory slide to my presentation. So I'm going to say the River Valley Civilizations. Okay, that's going to be the title. And I'm going to want to maybe have a background image. So let's do another Google image search. I'm just going to pull another ziggurat. Okay, it's just sort of a representative of religion. Maybe, oh, this one looks interesting. Okay, so I'll select that. All right, and it will put that in there for me. All right, now let's take a look. Preview again, and you can see that this is going to be my introductory slide. Okay, it looks very good. I'm going to go back to my project. Now, of course, I should have my introductory slide right at the start, right? And here it is at the bottom. So what's nice is that you can adjust the placement of your feature. So if I just click down on this and if I drag it up, okay, I can, replace it to appear as the first slide in my presentation. All right, so let's take a look at this, how it looks in total. All right, so here's my introductory slide, right? And then I go into my Great Ziggurat of Ur. And then, of course, my information about Eridu, okay? And of course, I would add on to my project going forward. Now, when my project is finished, okay, and I'm ready to share, all I need to do is click on this icon up here, Share Project, Okay. And I can select who I would like to share it with. Okay. Email addresses or Google account addresses. Or perhaps maybe I just want to share the link. Okay. I can copy the link and then share it that way. All right. So you're going to want to do that to submit your assignment when it's finished. Now, that's all you really need to know to create your Google Earth project. The other thing I wanted to do is show you just a few features in Google Earth that are kind of fun to use that you might want to take a look at. The first one is something called Voyager. All right, so I'm back over on my main toolbar again, and I'm going to click on this little ship wheel. It's called Voyager, and this is going to take me to Voyager. And what this is a whole collection of Google Earth projects that have been created that are just really, really fascinating. So you can't really search these. You have to browse through them, which is fine because it's always interesting to look at them all. One of them that I noticed that you might want to take a look at is under culture here. So if I click on that and if I scroll down, I will notice that there is a Google Earth project about the lost civilizations from above. Okay. So if I click on this, I'm going to be launched. Into that project and I can start exploring it. You can see it looks very much like the Google Earth projects we've been working on because it is a Google Earth project. And now this is a place in Egypt. So this would be very worthwhile to take a look at as perhaps prepare or prepare for our unit test on the River Valley civilizations. Okay. But Voyager is something that you can certainly explore for all sorts of things. Remember, Google Earth can be used not just for social studies, but also for your other subjects, particularly science. Okay, so I suggest you explore Voyager on your free time. Now, another thing you can do that is also fun is click here. I'm feeling lucky. Okay, this is very similar to the Google search engine, where if you click on that, Google Earth is going to or I'm sorry, yes, going to take you into just some random place in the world that you can go ahead and explore. And it's fun because then you can just sort of practice your navigation skills with Google Earth, practice getting street views of places that Google Earth has just randomly taken you to. And you might discover some places in the world, I'm sure you will, that you've never seen before. So that's it. So that is all you need to know about creating your presentation. Happy exploring and happy creating, and I look forward to seeing your projects.